everyone, today I'll be reviewing Wrong Side of the Track just dropped the season 2. So I really like Wrong Side of the Track season 1, and when I reviewed that show, I was not expecting that so many people will be checking this show out. Although the show's story is very universal, although it takes place in Madrid, but the show's story itself, you can like watch it and you can relate to, because this thing is happening everywhere in the world. So before I go to my review, I want to thank everyone who checked out my season 1 review and all your comments. I did read them, although I was really surprised that so many people are checking out this show. Or the show was quite good. For me personally, what I liked in season 2 is the character called Treso. I think he's very interesting character. The minute they introduce the audience with him, he's this old grandpa. He lives in this neighborhood and he's trying to protect his neighborhood. Obviously, he used to own this hardware shop there. And then end of the season 1, you saw, he passed down that shop to his son, and we see he has 2 kids in this show and 1 granddaughter, and his granddaughter who was adopted. Her name is Irene, and I saw like a lot of people didn't like Irene in season 1. The way her character was written, that's how she's supposed to be. She is a little bit annoying, and she's not listening to her grandpa. But in this season 2, I see they improve her character a lot. You actually like Irina in this season. She does grow as a character. And there was some sad thing happen with her, and they do reveal who is behind that. So that was very interesting. Terso, of course, he's trying to protect the neighborhood one more time. And in this season's case, he's trying to protect his friend's bar where it is. And the length he go in the show once again to protect this, like protect the neighborhood, is really very interesting. Same time, he's the old person. So while I thought season 1, it was really very interesting story about this grandpa trying to protect his granddaughter. And however, in this season, because they go into details, how is he doing it? Many time of this show, I felt like, how is this believable? I guess a little bit I felt like it wasn't believable. Although the show, the way it's shot, you feel real. You know what I mean? Like you feel like, whoa, everything is happening is very real. So in this season, you do, they do not introduce, I guess, you get details to other character too. Personally, I did not like Tarsus' relationship with the Gladys. I don't know if I wanted to see that. Felt a little weird, grandpa having a relationship with next door neighbor. Although this actor, he's amazing. He doesn't look that old, although he's playing grandpa role. You know what I'm saying? They try to show you his daughter involvement in the neighborhood, who is very successful, and his son, and there is this detective. I forgot his name. What was his name? This corrupt detective. He comes in and he trying to do the investigation. His character, though, this detective, he comes off as this annoying person every time he's on screen. But there is a reason for him to be like that. Yeah, he was okay. And others, side story, I thought that was also okay. So I think season 1 had only 6 episodes. So season 2 has I forgot how many episodes season 1 had. I watched it long time ago. So this season, it has 8 episodes. So I thought this show overall, it still was very engaging. There is some scene actually very heart touching when you watch it. And it is some scene are so funny. I was like, it is so funny. Once again, the story here, it is very universal. When you watch it, you feel like, oh, this thing is happening in my neighborhood. That is the biggest reason I think so many people liked season 1. They watched it, they're like, oh, this happening in everywhere. And the Nelson storyline, I thought his storyline was interesting. Although I felt many times sympathy for him, because the way this show is actually very well written. I cannot say anything bad about it, except this thing I said beginning of my review. I don't know if I needed season 2, but now that I got season 2, I don't mind checking it out. That is what I'm gonna say about this show. If you enjoyed season 1, You will like, they improve a lot of stuff in season 2. You will definitely like. I don't know if they will be back for season 3. At this point, I'm thinking maybe they will. And that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment. What do you think about this show? And if you enjoyed about this review, don't forget my other reviews on other Spanish show. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.